really mean that? Heh, well, to anyone who stands between you and adventure. Indeed. Alright, let's continue onward. While being on solid ground has improved Wuklamat's mood, her stomach appears to be lagging behind. Right then, first things first. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Let's go. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you can handle that? Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha! We were wondering who these strange folk were. So the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers? Wuklamat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my handpicked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. Oh, joy. That sounds lovely. Hey, it's another Vampire Hrothgar! But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please do not ever worry that you're bothered to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Wuklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of our station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Oh wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. Okay, who's going with who? Reinetier, you and Kral can come with me. Oh, the twins are going with Arenville. I'll take the twins then. Okay. We'll get in touch once we had a good look around. Okay. That will be great. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Okay. Let's go. Trios. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Ugh. I don't think so. I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready. Okay, I'm gonna get that song stuck in my head now. Tuliyollal isn't going anywhere. Let's give Wuklamat a little bit more time. I'm fine now, really. I can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Erenvel already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from the inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Tuliyollal, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside of Bibi should be our next stop. Wuklamat and Kyle are now accompanying you. And we understand how this works. We understand how this works. I promise we understand how this works. Wandering around the city is so exciting. Unfamiliar wonders everywhere we look. Tuliyollal is like my own garden. I can lead you around with my eyes closed. This store were a ship, it'd be plain sailing all the way. Ugh, the word ship alone is enough to curdle my stomach. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Anyway. Oh, it's so huge too. This is Bayside Bibi, Tuliyollal's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh, right, I should mention that here in Tuliyollal we buy things with pil, a currency that the Pilu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gale. There's also Woodshid Miki, another market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next we'll head back a bit and then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. Heh, can't wait to see the look on your face. Okay, so good thing I waited because I was just gonna book my butt up there, but we're going there anyway. Dude, I absolutely love this. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have Aetherytes and Toral too? I think I told you before, but my brother Kona spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought us back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Did you do the tuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up that slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Zaktural. Let me make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way though. That's the headquarters for the Landsguard. Okay. It's so shiny. I love it. Yes. Bye now. Oh my god. Holy hell, this city is huge. Dude, it's gonna take all day to navigate anything. We have a lot of narrow winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Wuklamat gets her endless endurance. Yeah, I imagine you'd get endless endurance running this much all the time. Oh my god, these cities are freaking huge. I literally called it. I said these maps were gonna be absolutely enormous. I don't know how you're gonna get from place to place if you're not using the Aetherite system. Okay, there's a thing here. I need that sprint to, you know, come in handy, please. Here we are, Bright Bloom Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliyollal and preserving the peace. The Lands Guard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago when Tuliyollal took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphino and Alize should be around here to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you the Skygate. It's alright at the northern end of Talon March. Okay. Where the frick is that? Oh, it's up there. Holy, wait. That outfit's cool. I love it. I hope we get it. I want it. The city is so big. They did not skimp on anything. No skimping way. That is one big door. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, yokai. Holy, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Strictly speaking, the Roll is actually 2 separate continents. Yogg-Saral and the southern lands of the mother. And Zoctoral, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating it split, as to split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale, I'm sure. I put into mind a conflict between Heidelin and Zodiac. But getting back to Yogg-Saral, those lands are also a part of Tuliyollal's nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of 2 continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural have been at war for generations. It's only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad of conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my inspirations. Crossing the bridge to Yogg-Saral requires a special pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then you just have to wait. Oh, then I'll make sure you win. It's like, you're not locking me out of any areas. I said I wanted to explore that. You really mean that? Heh, well, to anyone who stands between you and adventure. Indeed. That door shall open for me. So in other words, well, right now we're in the South America, and that is the North America. Tired from all this walking? Take a moment to rest and we continue the tour. We must have covered half the city by now. Really? I don't think we covered half of it. I think we only covered maybe less than a quarter. Tuliyollal is unlike any other place I visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. I literally do not think we've even done... I don't think we've done... Wait, what's my weapon? I'll probably need that for like Pictomancer or something. I don't know, one of them will need it. But I don't need it for my current one. Okay, time to get set up for the next part.